Hey friends, how's it going? It is the 2nd of September and Q is going extremely fast. He is posting at a rate that I don't think that we are familiar with. I think this is a ton of information that I bet a lot of channels out there are struggling to keep up with. I've seen a couple tweets from Praying Medics, some tweets from others out there saying that, this is almost overwhelming because not just the amount of posts, but the information that is within those posts is so deep. There's so much to it. There's a lot going on, and it can get overwhelming, to be honest. So I do not work tomorrow. I have tomorrow off. I'm going to put out as many videos as I can in this evening, throughout the night, and tomorrow to get caught up with everything. I'll do my own. I'm going to do the memes that I already have planned set aside. Neon Revolt is posting. Serial Brain 2 is posted. There's so much information going on, and I want to get it to you as quick as possible with the best quality for you, so you're not, all over the place with it. If you are unfamiliar with my channel, please go ahead and please click that blue bell to get notifications so you know when I do posts, because I'm going to do a run-of-the-mill of uploads, okay? I just want you to know that. And if you have not followed me on Twitter yet, please do so, at True Reporting. And if you would care to donate to this channel, actually not to, well, it would go to this channel for merch. Those shirts and other things, I'll leave it at that, will be coming out in about 10 days, about 13 days. So I hope you're ready for that. There's so much information that is coming out right now that it's, like I said, it's gonna take us time to get there, but we will get there together. Not get frustrated, and we're going to move forward because we are winning bigly. So first things first, let's go ahead and do all the Q posts from August 31st until the one that he just posted hours ago. So let's go ahead and do that. This is True Reporting. Information comes in many forms. We look down here. All right, 2026 says, Utah, what are the odds of that? So we see this Utah data center. The site says, what are the odds if you have nothing to hide, you have nothing to fear? What? Okay, domestic surveillance. We're going to go here. The Utah data center, codename Bumblehive, is the first intelligence community comprehensive national cybersecurity initiative. The NSA is the executive agent of this. And what are the coincidence of Utah? That is referring back to John Huber. That is what he's talking about. Information comes in many forms. Q, post 2027. Then we look here at 2028. This is from August 31st. It says Washington Post, monkey cage. The QAnon conspiracy movement is very unpopular. Our new poll finds it's very unpopular. Well, Washington Post, all you do is lie, so why would I even believe that, right? So we see here, it says 60% disapprove of Trump while clear majorities back Mueller and Sessions. Think poll posted yesterday, WAPO. See, I think this is funny because they even believe that Sessions is going against Trump, but we are supposed to trust Sessions. So that shows to me that they're still out of the loop, and which is good, right? What are the odds of that? Notice any similarities? Sample. So we see Trump approval rating post back that is soaring. His disapproval ratings are soaring in the latest Washington Post ABC poll. Half of Americans support impeachment process against Trump. Do you believe in coincidences? He told us that the attacks were going to amp up. Do I believe in coincidences? No, I do not. They are expecting this. There are no such thing as coincidences. So we can go up here. I believe he's answering to himself. 2029. Think Washington Post. QAnon yesterday poll. POTUS today poll. Notice any similarities. Fake news readers. Asleep, not attentive or alert, inactive. Told to support Sessions. Every battle is won before it is ever fought Are you awake? Told to support Sessions. Exactly. WAPO's out of the... They don't know what's going on. They're following along this blurred line, this blurred division of, do we go with Mueller? Do we go with Sessions? Sessions is a bad guy. But Q has always told us to trust Sessions. Do not fall for the trap. And they know what's going on, which is amazing because that is a trap set that we can see, but they cannot. So I feel very honored to be able to know this, right? I hope you do too. 2030, 2 more prosecutors leave Mueller special counsel. One, a cybercrime expert. Spokesperson says not due to political bias or wrongdoing. 2 more prosecutors leave Mueller special counsel. One specializing in cyber crimes. Per spokesperson, not due to political bias or wrongdoing. Keck. So why are they leaving? That's the question, right? 2031. All right, my computer's jumping all over the place. That's normal. Endorsements by daily newspapers. This is insane. So we see Clinton. Look at all of these big cities: San Francisco, Houston, New York, Dallas, LA, Cincinnati, New York, St. Louis, Denver, Tampa Bay, Asheville, Las Vegas, Miami, Birmingham, Columbus, Cleveland, Chicago. All of these are giving endorsements to Clinton and none to Trump. This is old too. This has got to be old. Do you believe actual polls were conducted? No. Pre-election polls, HRC favored 90 to 98%, reconcile against results because everything they tell you is a lie. Please show this to your friends who don't believe you yet. That how is someone who gets a 98 favored to win blows it because it was rigged. They were all in cahoots together and it fell. It crumbled because, they tried to get, it's old news, but they tried to take care of those voting machines. They tried to rig them, and I believe that the Blackwater group stopped them from doing that. And, and then people came out of the woodworks, people from flyover states that always get no recognition. They came out and did their part, and we are in control. Why is there emphasis put on polls? Define human nature. The general psychological characteristics, feelings, and behavioral traits of humankind regarded as shared by all humans. Fake news logic. This is point 1. If people believe the odds are hopeless their candidate will win, do they still make an effort to vote? No. If people believe the odds are overwhelming, their candidate will win. If people believe the odds are overwhelming, their candidate will win. Do they still make the effort to vote? Does 1 cancel 2? Point 3. If people believe the majority of people feel a certain way about something, do they go with the majority to feel accepted? Absolutely. Sheep, right? If the majority of people believe something, does that imply it must be right? No. Does this give rise to we are the majority mindset? Define echo chamber. A metaphorical description of a situation in which beliefs are amplified and reinforced by communication and repetition inside a closed system. Prior to new platforms in the killbox networks, connected people. Did the old guard have full control? Did the old guard learn from this mistake in 2016 election and now tasking all new platforms, networks to censor? When are you awake? When you are awake, you can clearly see. I clearly already see this. Their plan failed. Their plan is failing miserably. They are panicking. So what do they have to do? Well, we can't mind control these people anymore. We're losing the majority. CNN gets ratings that can't even beat Andy Griffith on Nick at Night. They can't even get to those ratings to beat them out. So when a system is failing, what do? You panic and you censor, you cover, and it's not going to do it. They've already lost. I said this last podcast, we have already won. People think, oh, you're delusional. No, we may not see it yet, but they know they've won. They definitely know they won. 2030, 2 more prosecutors. All right, so I already did that one, sorry. So we'll go back up here to 2032, like clockwork Q. Then we go all the way up here to 2030. 2033, like clockwork Q. We see here, shame on Justice Department Attorney General appointed Huber 9 months ago to look into uranium-1 and FISA false applications. Huber has not interviewed Hoover has not interviewed my client Doug Campbell, the FBI undercover informant for uranium-1. Emotions, we see here August 30th. Emotions cloud judgment. Why is Uber being discussed now? Like clockwork. See, their plan is continuing on. These are old posts that were from the other day, so check those out. The one discussing why is Uber being discussed now? Because it's part of the plan. They are watching these things unlock themselves, and it's just like clockwork, he says. Q calls it, and then it happens days later. It's brilliant, right? 2034, both chambers, House and Senate, in sessions on Tuesday. Q. Randy R. Quaid, I can't believe that he's on. I mean, I follow him on Twitter. Both chambers, House, Senate, in sessions on Tuesday. Q. So I have seen him. He posts on Twitter that he Q. Obviously not. But what if he was? Would that give you an aneurysm? Because that would be mind blowing. 2035. California bullet train project on track to blow through billions and more billions through billions of dollars. Does this mean more fires? Paul and Nancy Pelosi Charitable Foundation. Q. That's so sad. That's so sick. That does this mean more fires? That these Democrats are lighting these fires. They're killing people. They're burning down their own properties in California. I guess for funds, right? Just for this, right? Like he says, charitable foundation. They need money. These people do not care. And they're psychopaths. And we know that. 2036. What about the budget? So, Gavin Newsom wants free health care, illegal immigrants if elected governor. Excuse me. California one step closer to expanding the Medicaid for illegal immigrants. Why would California elected officials knowingly collapse the budget? Who elected California officials? California DMVs allow illegals to vote. GOP chairman, money to be made? Example. In the kill box right here, Forbes. How American citizens finance health care for undocumented immigrants. Big Pharma donates how much to California, New York elected officials? Compare versus other states. Why are California and New York vital areas of control? Think ports, think legal protection. So they've got to put it into these loopholes and these entrance zones, these ports, which I know they will. But, if I lived in New York or California, I'd be very wary of getting on the streets. I'd be wary of my children more so than I already am. We've got to eliminate this whole immigrant situation. Come over here legally, right? They bring the illegals over here. I believe it's almost like just like an infiltration, like an army. It's like their army. It's pretty wild. What about the budget? So we went over that. Your vote counts. We will do our job to protect the vote. Will you do yours? Fight, fight, fight. Q. Absolutely. Do your job to vote, guys. 2038. Why does my computer keep doing this? Where we go one, we go all. We the people. We got a Q plus. We the people, from sea to shining sea. Let freedom ring, patriots. It is your time. If America falls, the world falls. United we stand. God bless you all. Q plus. Absolutely. We are back in business. We are the powerhouse, and they don't want anything to do with it. They want to destroy us. 2039, breaking. In response to JW's FOIA lawsuit, DOJ admitted that the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Court held no hearings on the FISA spy application targeting Carter Page, former Trump campaign advisor who was the subject of 4 FISA warrants. Where are the judges? They were comped to. Judicial Watch. Judicial Watch says that the Justice Department discloses no FISA court hearings held on Carter Page. If you bake it, he will crumb. We look here. Big Q. So, absolutely, the judges are comped to. Everyone is comped. Thus, the pushback. This is why we have to wait and be patient, because DOJ, FBI, the courts, the judges, the jury, everyone has been paid off, and we have got to get this Justice Department cleaned up so that it's not corrupt. Then we see here, 2040, we see a POTUS tweet. Charge of the FISA court. He should direct the presiding judge, Rosemary Collier, to hold a hearing, haul off these people from the DOJ, FBI in there, and if she finds there were crimes committed, and there should be criminal referral by her. So obviously this looks like his go-to, right? We look down here. Or told the FBI the fake dossier wasn't true. It was a lie, and that FBI was determined to use it anyway to damage Trump and perpetuate a fraud on the court to spy on the Trump campaign. This is fraud on the court. The Chief Justice of the U.S. Supreme Court is in. Absolutely. And what is this ongoing funeral recession and wake for John McCain is to cover up what's going on with Orr. Bruce Orr is scum, and they're trying to keep it out of the news. This is basically a false flag, in my opinion, if you want to put it like that. So Nunes grappled over inviting Chief Justice John Roberts to testify. Q. We'll continue to go up because there's so many posts. 2042, special approval. Then we see a code right here, _Z. Setup, example 1. And then we see from the Hill, Homeland Security confirms special entry for Russian lawyer. Loretta Lynch, paper trail, special entry. Natalia Velenskaya, Manafort. FISA warrant issued, approved over Manafort, Mueller, Manafort. FISA warrant issued, approved Papadopoulos, Mueller, Papadopoulos. FISA warrant issued, approved Page, Mueller, Page. FISA warrant issued, approved Flynn, Mueller over Flynn. You must target, remove, and silence all those illegally targeted for the FISA survey and UK assistance. UK assistance plus FISA surveillance included all upstream collection plus tangent contacts umbrella survey. So they're all up under it, obviously. Foreign target designators create leapfrog to isolate real targets, non-FBI communications. Sector 702. P talks to X, X talks to Y, Y talks to Z, P, X, Y, Z, bulk data collection umbrella, all under the same cover. UK assets allowed for normal FISA law destruction. Destruction includes D2 spy insert. Destruction includes non-FISA warrant special ops, warrant special ops classified public queue. There's a lot there, you know. I'm sure if all of these letters and numbers and all of this stuff like that, I believe that Serial Brain 2 would go after it. They want the keys to the kingdom, 2043. So we see here, 202 ex-CIA officers running for Congress as Democrats. What? Active. Intel officers running against Trump. They're CIA officers, active Q. They want the keys to the kingdom, active Q. They know this, okay? They're already 3 or 4 steps ahead of this movement, so that's just shocking to me. Soon. And we see in the background old Jeff Sessions, right? Just hiding back there. He knows what's up. 83 Trust Sessions, right? Then we will go up 2045. Then we see an anonymous post this. Anyone see this yet? Phone fagging. Didn't see any notables with this. New HRC emails. They call her Alice. Email from Hatter. Alice in Wonderland. November 4th. We go back to an old post. Simplified. Alice in Wonderland. Hillary in Saudi Arabia. References Hillary Clinton in Wonderland by Lewis Carroll. Saudi Arabia, the Bloody Wonderland. Q. But how could we know? And then we go to this, which is unbelievable to me. Virtual reading room documents research results. So let's just go search results, blah, blah, blah. 1 page of 10,000, guys. 10,000. Display results of 200,000. So look at all this information dating back to 2009, 2011, 2000. Unbelievable, right? I mean, this is, how do they know? Because they have everything. Right? They have everything, guys. We are watching a movie unfold, and it is beautiful. So right here, we can click on it. So I'll show you this real quick. right here we see it. This is from, it says subject Ford, Israeli elections, a little TL. Then we read it. This is from Marty Torrey, and it says, not surprising that the media is going crazy with those elections and pointing to uncertainties instead of opportunities. Back to the basic common sense. Goal is peace. Whichever competing, aspiring leader over there forgets that we'll lose the support of the people, especially within a 2-year election cycle. Both sides are tired of dying. You picked a heck of a time to be Secretary of State. I still think higher office awaits you. All the best in what you're doing over the planet, hater. Just a regular email, and this is to Hillary Clinton to hdr22clinton email.com. Madam Alice? Okay, now it all makes sense. Do you understand that HRC is Alice in Wonderland and Saudi Arabia is the Wonderland? Unbelievable, right? We get future proofs past, correct? We will go right here, 2047. Do you believe in coincidences? Enjoy the show. What does his Twitter say? Or his post say? Let's check it. The ABC Washington Post poll was by far the least accurate one 2 weeks out from the 2016 election. I call it a suppression poll, but by election day they brought us out of shame to about even. They will never learn. Unbelievable. So, do you believe in coincidences? Enjoy the show. They're going to go after these people. They know what's going on. So, 8:15, we start seeing, this is from Q, and he starts talking about these ports being open, access to Sudan, Syria, Yemen, Saudi Arabia, Epstein Island. He's talking about these places that are closed and open. Majority of them are pending or already closed. So, HRC equals Alice, Saudi Arabia equals Wonderland. Who are the white rabbits? Riri drops for Saudi Arabia, have faith for God and country. And we get that answer. We get the answer of who are the white rabbits. And we're going to get into that. We'll continue up. This is in response to what I just read, and it says here, child marriage still an issue in Saudi Arabia. Saudi migrant workers subject to abuse. Saudi Arabia was a priority. We wish this was a dream. Q. Yeah, I guess there's just a ton of ports for pedophilia and child trafficking. They had to get all of these closed to the Middle East, especially with these people coming here too, through the ports in California and New York. I mean, it's not just, our neighbors in, the lower half of North America. We're talking Mexico. We're talking people from Somalia, people from Yemen, people from Syria, people from all over the place that we don't know who they are. And they do a lot of destruction, a lot of bad things. So, who are the white rabbits? So, we'll continue up. And we can click on this. This is 2050. This is basically a breakdown, which I think is very vital for me to show you guys. So, I will do so. So, 8 crumbs with the... Sorry. So we'll go up here to this one. November 2nd, 2017. I can't talk. Alice in Wonderland. This is the first time we see it. 4 crumbs with the Alice in Wonderland signature later. Then we go to November 2nd again. Why is this relevant? Who took an undisclosed trip to Saudi Arabia? Alice in Wonderland. Now we know it is Hillary dog-faced, thick-ankled Clinton. What was the purpose of F2FV phone call? We'll continue to crawl this way. Next crumb with the Alice in Wonderland signature. We'll go up, and it says here, how did Saudi Arabia welcome POTUS during his trip? Why was this historic and not covered by the MSM? How did Saudi Arabia welcome Barack Obama during his trip? How did Saudi Arabia welcome HRC during her trip? Why is this relevant? Not suggesting Saudi Arabia is clean by any means, but they play a role in the global game of risk. So I guess they had to take care of it. We scroll down here. Alice in Wonderland. So let's begin here. The first one is right. I forgot to read this to you, but this was the very first mentioning of Alice in Wonderland. So 8 crumbs with the I'm guessing this is from HM. 8 crumbs with the A&W signature later. Q equals Alice. You'll soon understand the meaning behind Alice in Wonderland. Everything has meaning. 1. Q equals Alice. Q went down the rabbit hole. Learn what the enemies of we, the people, here are planning, and is divulging what was found. Next crumb with A&W signature. We see the strongest weapon in the United States is patriotic American. Alice in Wonderland. Alice Lewis Carroll, The Bloody Wonderland. First hint of the meaning of A&W, Alice in Wonderland. Okay, we did that, and we'll go down to this part. Clarification of the hint meaning of Alice in Wonderland. November 5th. My signatures all reference upcoming events about to drop if this hasn't been caught on. Absolutely. So, what does it mean? Q used the signature of Alice in Wonderland to signal the events of President Trump going to Saudi Arabia to reset the alliance and relationship with Saudi Arabia formed under Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama and the high levels of corruption associated with it. Reread crumbs, where we go one, we go all, the Great Awakening. And we need to understand this timeline that's going on. Why do we keep talking about Saudi Arabia? Saudi Arabia is probably... they probably at one point, I know that Trump says we have the strongest economy we ever had. We're bigger and better than China now. But let's just think about all those people in Saudi Arabia with all that oil money. There's a lot of power over there. Alright, so I don't know why I did it again. It brought me all the way back down here. So let's scoot back up. Come on. Who are the right white rabbits? Here we go. So, reread the crumbs or the graphics. So we'll scroll back down, and then we start seeing these pictures that we've seen before, right? Of these mannequins. They all have beards, and they have I mean, it's just... This had a forward and slip. I was going to say they have kids right here. And this is what they're going on. They're chaining them up and hitting them with bats. These people are sick. And they're dressed as white rabbits. And this makes me furious. Then we see this picture right here. And we see the mask of this person, I guess, wearing, I believe it's a Podesta, like Alex Podesta, maybe. And we see these gentlemen, I guess they're all supposed to be him, playing with a little rabbit, wearing a red shirt. I don't know what this is. This looks like a book or a record, but I don't know what if the red indicates blood. We don't know. So sick, but we will get there. 2052. Let's see right here. Judicial Watch says State Hillary emails July 2nd. And I hope you and Chris enjoy your time in the land of Alice and the MH. All the best from Hanoi H. Nothing to see here, Q. Absolutely. Okay, guys. Now we are into yesterday, and some of this stuff is a little alarming. I'm not going to pretend like it's not, but I'll go ahead and read this. Excuse me. So this is the whitehouse.gov, coming straight from the White House. Presidential Proclamation, National Preparedness Month 2018. National Preparedness Month is a time to focus our attention on the importance of preparing our families, home, and business communities for disasters that threaten our lives, property, and homeland. During this time, we also honor the brave men and women who selflessly respond to crisis and disasters, rendering aid to those in need. The first responders who work tirelessly to safeguard our nation and protect our citizens deserve our utmost gratitude and appreciation. Over the past year, communities nationwide and across the territories have witnessed and endured damage from multiple hurricanes, wildfires, tornadoes, floods, volcanic eruptions, and other natural disasters. The historic hurricane season of 2017 included 3 catastrophic storms that made landfall within a month and was followed by a destructive series of wildfires in California. Combined, these natural disasters affected 47 million people, and tens of thousands were mobilized to provide aid, comfort, and assistance. We are also especially mindful of those currently affected by ongoing wildfires in California, Oregon, and Colorado. In spite of tremendous challenges, the resilience of the American people continues to prevail. Tragedies are somber reminders that preparedness is a shared responsibility and that it is critical to maintain readiness. All Americans can prepare for potential disasters by developing and practicing as a family emergency response plan, assembling a disaster supply kit, signing up for alerts on mobile devices, setting aside emergency savings, maintaining adequate insurance policies for their homes and businesses. The Federal Emergency Management Agency Ready campaign outlines other important steps to best prepare for a major disaster. This month, I encourage all Americans, here we go, to take the opportunity to ensure that they have an emergency response plan in place and ready to be properly executed. Emergencies and disasters test the resilience and strength of families, communities, and our nation. It is impossible to avoid every challenge and threat, but we can and must prepare for them. By doing so, we can help protect our communities and save lives. Now, therefore, I, Donald J. Trump, President of the United States of America, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Constitution and laws of the United States, do hereby proclaim September 2018 as National Preparedness Month. I encourage all Americans, including federal, state, and local officials, to be prepared for disaster and emergency by making and practicing their emergency response plans. Each step we take to become better prepared makes a real difference in how our families and communities will respond and persevere when faced with the unexpected. In witness thereof, whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 31st day of August in the year of our Lord 2018 and of the independence of the United States of America, the 243rd. Donald J. Trump. So, a couple things were brought to mind. Yes, it is hurricane season. September, I believe, starts that. We do have the wildfires, but aren't these wildfires, to us, it seems like they are not organic. This isn't happening from lightning striking or anything like that. These are done on purpose to obviously get money for funding from charities and stuff. But it's all corrupt. So nobody's getting any money. These people aren't getting money. It's all going to the Nancy Pelosi's and bigwigs in the Democrat Party. Okay, so if that is the case, are we looking at maybe a threat from the deep state? Maybe an EMP? Are we looking at something like that? Maybe something shot from a sub? You know, their eyes and ears are everywhere, right? The white hats. They're able to stop, missile launches coming, ballistic missiles trying to hit Air Force One. They're on top of these things, but they can't be everywhere. I don't believe. Hopefully I'm wrong, but is this in fact maybe they're just warning us for an EMP where we lose internet, we lose cell phone service, we lose communications for a week, Or is this preparing us for martial law? Are they about to go all in? 2018 is supposed to be glorious. We're in September, guys. Okay? October, November, December. We have 4 months left in this year. This is going very quick. These posts are coming just 100 miles an hour, 3-4 posts at a time. It's a lot. And I think that this is the speed that it's going to get faster. And we're going to start seeing arrests. I truly believe that. I believe that they are preparing for the worst. I don't think this is about hurricanes. Let me just leave it at that. Okay? 2054, we see here CIA officers work as scientists, support staff, engineers, economists, mathematicians, secretaries, accountants, psychologists, police officers, editors, graphic designers, auto mechanics, historians, museum creators, and more. So these people are everywhere. In fact, only some officers recruit handled agents, which is the job of the operations officer. The number of employees at CIA is classified. We don't know who is who. They're talking about these people running for office. These are all CIA agents. They're trying to get the key to the kingdom. 2055. It must be hard to communicate. Every moment together is a moment you should not waste. Former presidents are still able to arrange skiffs. Does the American taxpayer foot the bill for the 12 hotel rooms in close proximity to the central skiff? Secret Service details ordered at max perimeter definitely. Nice color choice. It's a shame the windows had to be blocked out to eliminate that view. Q. What does this tell you? These people are, it must be hard to communicate because they hear and see everything. There is no hiding from them. You cannot hide when someone is in control. Talking about the deep state trying to hide from the white hats. This is what's going on. They know every move they are making. He obviously says nice color choice. It's a shame the windows had to be blocked out to eliminate that view. We know where you're at. It must have been a nice view, but they just know where they're at. That's just what it is. They're trapped. And is that the last post? No. Let me refresh. Oh my God, what is my computer doing? Yeah, I knew there was more. Okay. Yeah. Oh my God, he's still posting. Alright, we gotta go back down. Holy smokes, guys. Alright. So this is from today. Okay? So let's catch up. Ezra Cohen Watnick Q. We go up here, Ezra Cohen Watnick Q. We look down here, bridges connecting people. Ezra Cohen Watnick, Justice Department National Security Advisor Q. 2058. Dear agents, this is from Ted Lieu. Dear agents of the FBI Counterintelligence Division, stand strong in your investigations of Trump and Russia. Our nation is relying on you. 3. Bill Priestap, head of the FBI Counterintelligence, Strzok's boss. Cooperating witness, power removed. Peter Strzok, Deputy Assistant Director of Counterintelligence, FBI cooperating witness fired. Q. So Bill Priestap, basically his power was removed and he's a cooperating witness. And he was the head of the FBI. He was Strzok's boss. So I guess he's working with them now, which is unbelievable. Peter Strzok is gone. Cooperating witness fired. So his power was removed, Bill Priestap. Maybe it's because he knows more. They're giving him, like, you won't lose your job as of now, but you're definitely going to get fired. Yeah, they're going after the FBI. They've got to clear up these justice departments. It's unbelievable. 2059. All the Facebook executives who announced departure so far. At least 7 senior Facebook executives have announced their departure this year. Nothing to see here. DARPA. Absolutely. Everything, it's all weaponized against us. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Especially these ones that basically just catalog our information, which they all do. Yeah, just think DARPA. So they're getting, they're taking control over that also. Nothing but military programs designed to be weaponized against us to get our information. For what? I don't know. That's what I want to know. Is it for AI? Is it for something else? We don't know. 2061. Sergey Brin, Google. So this has to be an old post, right? Maybe is he back in the news? Google founder. I love how I call this news because it's real. Google founder, correct. Born in Moscow, was married to Anne Wojcicki. I don't know. That's Polish, I believe. 23andMe founder. Was brother-in-law to Susan, CEO of YouTube. DARPA, absolutely. All these people, follow the families, follow the wives. All these people are connected. It's all like a conglomerate monopoly that works. It's like an entity that works within itself. It's expanded. There's tentacles everywhere. It's a giant squid of just death and destruction. It's sickening that we have been under this oppression for so long. Google True origin partly lies in CIA and NSA research grants for mass surveillance. Read between the lines. How might DARPA, aka Google, play a role in the spy campaign against POTUS? Think Gmail, think Gmail drafts, think ES, Eric Schmidt resignation. It will all connect eventually. Q. Oh my God, I just got chills. I'm just saying, I really believe that this is all coming to the point right now. I think that it's about to, any day, we're going to see a mass attack from the deep state going after Trump, going after all of us. Just a last gasping stride to get us back under their control, and it's not going to happen. 2063, played by Operation Specialist, pre-event last night. Q. Oh my God, what is this? Why did I get extreme goosebumps while listening to this? I'll just post this in the description because you're not going to be able to hear it because my mic is going to be all low, and I know you guys don't like that. Why did I get? I cannot wait to listen to that. 2065. Y'all notice the triangle and the all-seeing eye in the middle of that sword in the Magic Sword YouTube song, right? And that's the last one the anonymous posted. Y'all notice the triangle and the all-seeing eye in the middle of that sword in the Magic Sword YouTube song, right? There's a war going on, guys, behind the scenes, and it's unbelievable. What's my time? Jeez, 41 minutes. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you guys. So expect more videos coming out, okay? More and more videos will be coming out within tonight, throughout the night, and tomorrow, okay? If you enjoyed this and you found it informative, please subscribe to my channel. Please give me a thumbs up. The more thumbs up this video gets, the more opportunity it has to get pushed into another algorithm. Thus, more eyes see the truth. Please follow me on Twitter at True Reporting. Please donate to my Patreon so that you get free. You'll get free shipping on merch if you donate $10 or more. Everything will be coming out. I'm going to tell you probably the 15th of September, if not before then. Website will be introduced with merch and everything like that. Please be safe out there, guys. Please, I would suggest getting water. I would suggest, I'm not talking about being like a doomsday prepper, anything like that. I'm just saying just be prepared for maybe a week, okay? I think this is put out there on purpose, on this board on purpose. If it wasn't important, it wouldn't be on the board, right? So anyways, guys, be safe out there. Expect more videos and a live stream. I'm going to throw that out there too. We have to keep up with all this information. Hopefully, I'm going to need about 8 cups of coffee to continue, which is all part of the game, baby, right? So, I will talk to you guys very soon, and be safe. Take care of one another, love one another, and we'll talk to you soon.